My friends, my family, I am so privileged to be in the United Kingdom, back with my two brothers, Jack and Toby. Over to you, Jack Meacher.
Okay, for episode 3, I thought it was right to put out a little question poll on Instagram stories and ask our fans to send us some questions. Have you ever done a Q&A before?
Never, I'm not that important, but Marriott probably has.
Not true, very important.
We did one in 2023 and it was good fun. It was nice to hear questions and feedback from fans across Cricket District, across our other social platforms as well. Get into it?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Question number 1. Starting small, and this one's probably more focused to us. Favourite English ground?
Favourite English ground. Does that mean like professional ground, or could it be village, or could it be?
It could be anything. It just says favourite English ground.
Favourite is going to be Linton and Lynmouth in North Devon as a village cricket ground. Favourite place to watch cricket, like watch professional cricket, is probably the Oval. I think it's got the best atmosphere. It feels quite open, but you're still quite close to the action. Yeah, that's my answer.
How many grounds have you been to in England?
About 2.5. But I must say, Eastbourne Cricket Club doing a hell of a job.
The local.
Yeah, big up Jack's club and our friend Jacob as well. He's captain there. But I've enjoyed my time in England. I actually came to Kent. I think it was like 2018 or 2019 to play. You know, my skills were highly sought after before I hung up the boots. But the conditions here are always nice. Good plastic surfaces. Got a few hundreds and that. Just kidding.
Sorry, did you play as an overseas?
Yeah, you didn't know?
When?
2018, 2019. No, I'm kidding. My club Wanderers from Barbados. We toured up here.
You went on tour, and were you 12th man?
I played all the games, and I washed a lot of cars. There is money for that tour.
And you carried a lot of drinks as well.
Anyways, yes, there are many beautiful cricket grounds, but since I've only been to one professional one, I'll say Sussex.
Oh, I'm glad we were there the ones to take you there. I'm agreeing with Toby on the village ground. Linton and Lynmouth, in your stay here, let's try and take you there. Might be a long shot. It's a long way away from here, but serious
It's a really
ground.
long drive.
And it's a really long way.
But we'll take you there, and it'll probably be raining, but still, we'll have a good time.
But I think yeah, Linton and Lynmouth for playing a village ground, and Oval agreeing with that as well. It's just got the best mixture of everything: atmosphere, location, and it feels like a good green open space in the middle of London, which I really like.
What about favourite cricket ground in the world?
Oh,
Do we have to say Kensington Oval? Because you're
No, of course not.
Cool.
I'm not even picking Kensington Oval.
Are you not?
No.
Okay, it's a cool ground. We recently went to Dharamshala in the Himalayas, which was unbelievable. Really cool experience. But for me, it's got to be Queenstown.
Is it?
Yeah, Queenstown, you can't beat it. The grass is perfect. The setting is amazing. It's complete grass bank, so you literally can sit there. You feel really close to the action. I would love it if they played Test cricket there, but I don't think they do. I know England are going back to New Zealand in December, and hopefully they play a warm-up game there. But the view of the mountains, you've got planes taking off in the background, and obviously it's in New Zealand and everyone's really friendly. So yeah, I'd say Queenstown.
Go Jack and don't say mine.
hopefully I don't say yours. I've got quite a limited knowledge, and I haven't visited that many outside of the UK. But I'm going to say Newlands on a recent trip
that's not mine.
to South Africa. I loved it, and I really enjoyed how Table Mountain in the background, obviously very picturesque. But I just also enjoyed the fact we were there for a long time. You've got a city 10-minute drive away, the beach 10-minute drive away, and Table Mountain 10-minute drive away, and then a really loyal fan base inside this cricket stadium. I think it's perfect.
Great shout.
I'm staying within South Africa, and I'm going Port Elizabeth because I'm biased because the commentary box at PE is literally over the field, so it almost feels like you're literally right there. That's as close to cricket that I ever got, being not very good at it. So yeah, I love that ground. The sky gets orange sometimes, and the fans, unbelievable.
And the brass band at PE, you can't beat it.
Okay, question number 2. We're going back slightly to English cricket. Comes from W.Little22. Who do you predict to win the county championship this year? Even if it is Surrey, why?
Essex will win the county championship this year because of one man, Dean Elgar. I have him in my fantasy team, and he never disappoints.
What about Sam Cook?
Ooh, the Nighthawk gun player.
Yeah, Essex look really good. They seem to have it covered on all fronts. Like their bowling attack looks really strong. Batting, like you said, Elgar. I don't think they're going to miss Dan Lawrence. Like they've got Jordan Cox coming in the middle order, who's going to strike it at 120. So it doesn't really matter if Elgar strikes it at 50, because they're going to get big totals. And they've got Cook, Porter, Harmer, Snater. I think they're really strong contenders. It's also hard to look past Surrey again, though, because they do look ridiculous. Again, Pope didn't even play the recent game, and they look like they're they could compete at test level. They looked brilliant. So it's going to probably between Surrey and Essex. What do you reckon?
I would agree with you. Essex just look great, and it's a bit of a weird one because we've done some work with them in various different capacities. Fast to 50 first ever episode was with Essex.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a bit more of like an affiliation to them even more as well. I'm cheering them on. So like you guys have said, they look good, and I'm backing them as well this year. Okay, on to the next question. This comes from Vlogsomania FTW. Who's one player to look out for in the Counter Championship? And I want to extend this a little bit further. I don't want a headline player. I want someone that you're backing.
I'm very impressed with Kashafali from Worcestershire, and I spoke to Jason Holder, who's also playing there, and he's also quite impressed. To score back-to-back hundreds in any 2 innings game is extremely difficult. Not that I would know, but just judging on how hard cricket is to play. So I definitely think he's a youngster to watch out for.
Yeah, it's difficult to go for an unknown player because, the one I'm going to pick might be unknown to some, I suppose, but I'm also a massive Kent fan, and I love watching this guy bat. It's Daniel Bell-Drummond. I think...
How is that unknown?
Well,
the man's got a triple 100.
Yeah, but it's unknown to quite a lot of people, I reckon. No, bad shout.
I would also agree though that he's not front cover headlines.
No, exactly. He doesn't get the headlines, but he scores loads of runs.
Gun player.
And I'm biased because I
Definitely.
support Kent, so I think he deserves a chance. You know, he could be knocking on the door for England. I just hope that Kent stay up this year. And I think the only real way they're going to do that is by Bell-Drummond scoring loads of runs.
The Kent Spitfires.
Yeah.
What a name.
What a team. I'm going to go on the same lines of the Essex team, Matt Critchley. I think he's just going to go throughout the season with a really solid set of runs and set of wickets, and there might be some players that might steal the headlines that have exceptional weeks, but I think he's just going to be ticking along with the bat and the ball. I think he's a great player.
Not to make this a County Champ podcast, because Cricket District Network does have one. Check it out, link in the bio. But have you all seen this guy, Calvin Harrison?
Yeah.
Leggy, 25 years old.
And took a good catch. I love a good catch, as you know.
Catch of the week.
Yeah, he would definitely. I think we said last week he would have taken catch of the week by a mile, and it could be catch of the season already. Have you seen it?
No, I
We'll overlay it. There's a little Twitter thing we can do. It was Ben Stokes-esque from 2016, 17-ish. Behind him, very similar to that. Next question. This comes from Gary Verk _1313. Who is the best batsman you've bowled to? This might be the same answer for all of us.
All three. We're saying Raheem, obviously.
Definitely.
Obviously, the GOAT.
If people haven't seen that video,
I bowled to Brian Lara. Excuse me.
did you really?
Raheem Cornwall.
Is that genuine?
And first
have
of all,
have you
how-
like net bowled or something, like when you've been watching training? Have you like even bowled one ball at anybody?
Oh yeah, I bowled to Jason Holder. I think maybe even Craig Brathwaite in the Wanderers nets, but yeah, would have just been 1 or 2 deliveries, nothing.
I would actually say in terms of videos that we've made, normally we bat against the pros.
Yeah.
And actually, like, Raheem is, I mean, what, we when we did Village v Pro at Lords, you bowled to Rossington,
Yeah.
Adam Rossington. Apart from that,
We just posted Ian Bell. That was quite good fun.
Ian Bell. Oh, yeah, okay. Ian
What
Bell.
about, did y'all bowl to Rashid Khan?
Respect Raheem Cornwall. Belly's record probably slightly better.
Yeah. There's been some
No?
good players. it depends.
T20 100.
It depends how we're calling it as well. Like even filming with Stokes, I was on the rooftop, bowled him a couple with a little incredible. Does that
true.
count?
That counts. It counts.
And
Okay.
Stokesy it is.
Stokes.
Fair enough.
Okay, next up, Cricket Umpire 86 _ big shout out. Who is going to win the Content Creators Cup?
Oh, we got a team.
Yeah.
When we got to back ourselves, Cricket District 11. Have you heard about this?
Wow, nobody even approached me to play. The best cricketer y'all know, you don't even ask.
No, because no one's going to ask you to play. They're going to ask you to
Anyways,
commentate.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I know. Content Creators Cup, May the 8th.
Eighth.
May the 8th. Yeah, shout out those guys for organising that. It's an amazing effort. I think over 50 people are coming to play.
It's going to be
All
really
different
cool.
teams.
I think it's going to be
It's,
so nice to meet in person all those cricket content creators. I think pretty much everybody that's making content in cricket is going to be there, including yourself now. Now you're still here that long. So it's going to be nice to meet up with everyone.
Yeah, but we'll back ourselves to win it.
Yeah, for sure.
Lots of good cricketers, though.
You picked a good team in the draft.
I did. I'm proud of that one. Yeah. I didn't draft you. Didn't mention that.
Thanks. Anyways, guys.
There was a 12-man spot, so I still didn't
Yeah.
win.
Right. Anyways, guys, I want to tell y'all something before we move on. Can y'all look at this kit? So these men have Nike collab with Kit King. The kit that these guys have available to purchase. This is not advertisement. I have been given no money for this, but I kind of want, so I'm kind of impressed them so that they give me some. Round of applause for these guys on this kit.
But we even
Nike.
have a limited edition content creator cup kit coming. So
Yeah.
it's not out yet. You haven't even seen
And the 12th man does get it. So
with the best. I'm not coming to be no 12th man, big man. It's either the 11 or nothing.
Okay.
So decide.
Okay, you can come along.
But I come with a lot of different attributes: confidence, team morale, success.
batting or bowling in there?
Okay, next question comes from Tio Bros Cricket. What is your favourite format? And I'm going to adjust this. If you could only watch one format for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Marriott, you go first.
I'm saying Test cricket because it means more. And I generally remember what happens in Test cricket, and I couldn't tell you what happened in last week's IPL action. No offense to the IPL, big up BCCI, but in
How
terms
dare
of
him.
no, I just think Test cricket means more. There are more storylines. It means more to the players. And you ask the GOAT Virat Kohli, which format is his favourite, and he says Test cricket. So good enough for me. It's good enough for Viv Richards. Test cricket. Let's just raise a conflict of interest here, because this man does commentate very successfully across several major T20 leagues. So you're welcome to say T20, but also none of your employers watching this will look down on you if you say Test cricket.
No, it's not even that. It's just that I have an appreciation for both the Test and the T20 format. It's funny how nobody's even considering the 50-over format. But anyways, I think Test cricket is the most challenging format. But this is recency bias because of how much T20 cricket there is, but I have to go with T20 because I just think there are so many intricacies in the game, so many subtle things that make such a huge difference, and the game has gone to another level. So I'm going T20.
I think I would potentially say T20 cricket if the ICC or whoever it was managed to balance out bat and ball a bit more. I think recently watching the IPL, it is really just a 6-sitting competition, and that makes it quite difficult to watch. And I think if there's, I don't know how they can do it, you might have a suggestion, but if there's more of a balance, if the bowlers have a bit more opportunity to take the game head on, then I think I would say T20 cricket. And also, we've just come back from the SA20 where we've seen sold out crowds, loads of people watching cricket for the first time, and T20 is often the gateway into the game. So I see it from both perspectives.
But you all sell out stadiums for the Ashes.
We do. Does anyone else?
India,
Just about.
Australia.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, Australia maybe Boxing Day, and then they struggle. So in terms of bringing a new crowd into cricket, T20 is definitely still the product.
Wait, guys, tell us in the comments though. Answer that question. What format do y'all think is the best? Because I think there'll be a lot of people that say Test and a lot of people that say T20.
And it's subjective, right? We're talking about which format is best for the growth of the game, or which format is the best for watching, or going to a game. And what's the most entertaining? Most people are going to say
T20.
You'd prefer to watch an evening T20 game than day 2 of a Test match where one team is 400 for 1.
I think it's interesting what you say about 50 over, because I think my favourite memories are watching 50 over cricket. That 2019 World Cup, it was just the best summer ever, watching games every day. It doesn't matter if it was England or not, I watched the game, and it was always on in the background. So it's interesting you say that, but I do think T20, if I was to pick one to have the rest of my life, it would be that. And the games are long enough as they are now. They're extended out. What's
the better World Cup? 50 over World Cup or T20 World Cup? Which one is the more...
50 World Cup because it's the OG and it means more. I think T20 World Cup because of COVID or because of scheduling. We've had so many that it feels kind of crazy that there's another one this summer. And I quite a few of my friends are like, I thought England won the last one, because England did win the last one, but did. My bad. Quite a few of my friends just can't keep up with how much T20 cricket is on at the moment.
Another World Cups.
Yeah, so I think as well, quite a good point for you, Jack, is that because I'm slightly older than you, I grew up watching the Ashes in 2005, and that was instrumental for me for watching Test cricket, and it was really important, and that's what got me into the game. Whereas you've grown up watching T20 cricket, and then 2019 Cricket World Cup was the biggest event for you.
That's my first big cricketing memory, I think.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's watching T20 going to the blast at Hove. That's literally what I grew up watching.
And 50 over cricket. Let's just say there's a lot of people say 50 over cricket because you have ebbs and flows. And T20 cricket right now, you've got sunrisers hitting 260 in 20 overs. 280. There's no real 280. There's no real chance for an ebb or flow of the game. But at least with 50 over cricket,
there's opportunity for
and it's more balanced.
I think that just comes down to pitches. The pitches in India, as well as the boundary size, is just so hard to contain there. But yeah, it's interesting, man.
Okay, next up, this question comes from Ronan. Best tips for players in small towns?
Wow. Hey, Ronan, thanks for the question. Small towns, well, hopefully your town has a club.
Yeah.
And if you're not already playing for them, join them. That would be my one tip. If your town doesn't have a club, look for a local village. From my perspective, I play village cricket. I love it. Love it every Saturday. If you can find a local village that's good fun to play for. If you're just starting out playing cricket, village cricket is a good way to go because there's not too much pressure. But equally, the coaching opportunities at bigger towns and bigger clubs are far greater than villages. So, yeah, do a bit of research. I don't know if this is the right answer you're looking for, but join your local club. Do a bit of scouting around, seeing which club is the most inclusive and social, and enjoy it. That's the main thing.
I guess you're right there. There's two sides of it. You look for a big town that might have 6 teams, or you look for a little village that might have 1 or 2, and there's probably entries into both. It's just kind of up to you of how you want to get into it. Do you want to get coached and trained and work your way in, or in some ways get thrown into the deep end, get straight in on a Saturday or a Sunday and just get playing?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of support now for young cricketers that wasn't necessarily there 5-6 years ago. There are so many schemes for getting into the game, and also I think bigger clubs are looking to grow their second team, their third team, even their fourth team. And if you're just starting out, that's a great way to grow, and there'll be people who can look after you and help you progress.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, next up. This comes from Bob, the cricket fan. His question is 2 parts. How did Jack and Toby meet? And second part, why can't we have Nikhil in the commentary box more?
We met at Arundel Castle Cricket Ground. We'd spoken a bit on email, I think. You'd sent me a kind of collection of your previous videos.
Mid-uni, throwing my showreel everywhere, saying who's in sport, who's filming cricket, who can I get involved with, and got connected through a family friend, and then met at Arundel.
I was just planning the Beautiful Cricket Ground series. Knew I couldn't do it by myself. I called you up and you said, I'll come down. We met at Arundel. We filmed the episodes. Jack filmed most of it, edited it overnight, and sent me the first draft. And I was like, this guy's good. And then we've gone from there, really.
2019 that was, so 5 years. It's been cool.
5-year journey. Come a long way since then. Yeah. But actually, when we think back to our proudest videos, that's one of the best.
Yeah, it was good fun. And how do we,
Beautiful. If you all saw the eye contact just now, it's just amazing.
Second question, why are you not in the commentary box more?
Yeah, Bob, amazing to know that you received my payment. Thank you. I was kind of worried. No, but I appreciate the question. To be honest, I'm grateful. I have been in the commentary box a lot in the last year. And I'm very grateful to those involved in making that happen. So hopefully much more. But yeah, commentary is life, you know?
Yeah, the man's a pro. He's 22 years old.
Nobody's a pro.
Okay.
But
he's 22 years old. He's commentated on the CPL, SA20, Major League. Yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy.
Next question comes from our good friend, Fred Gregory. He asks, Nikhil, how long would it take you to bowl out Toby? I reckon you need 20 balls.
Ooh, Freger's my guy. To be honest, it depends on the surface, because I'm more of a hit deck type of bowler with the height and stuff. I can show you guys a demonstration. I can stand it now, but I had a little bowling session today, so the arm is a little sore. But I think it would only take a matter of 2 deliveries. The first one would be short into the rib cage, rattle him, and then the second one just toe crushing Yorker, Jasper Boomer. I got lessons from him last summer. So yeah, two balls is what I'm saying.
Cool, I don't doubt it.
I think we actually need to do it before you leave. Let's get in the nets and let's answer that question.
Nah, let's not do that.
Okay, final question here comes from SJ. What is the best story that we have since starting content creation?
Best story will probably be, not only did we forget the ball for Anderson and Broad, we forgot a box.
Oh, yeah.
And
that is a good story.
Jack had to go to Sports Direct.
I've actually got a little bit of footage from that on my phone. I woke up, again, similarly. So we filmed that in February
last year,
I think. And yeah, you haven't been in your cricket kit for a couple of months, and I had everything but a box. So it was Sports Direct Lily White's bang on opening on Piccadilly Circus. I found the finest Slazenger box available. Yeah, so that's quite a good story.
Probably the 2 most important things that you need to film a video with Stuart Broad and Jimmy Anderson is a box and a new ball. Yeah. And we forgot both, but the video turned out all right. So yeah, what about you? It's a big question.
I think I'm quite amateur in my content creation career, but I think the best story for me is that in the CPL last year, I just rocked up to Providence the day before a game, and the Guyana team were practicing, and there was this guy bowling in the nets, and he was rapid, and I was like, who is this guy? But to be honest, I had followed him because he played our regional cricket the year before, And for some reason, I don't know why, I just took out my phone and started videotaping him. And yeah, 6 months later, he became Shamar Joseph. So it was quite cool to have that footage and then be able to make something in it when he did so well in Australia. But yeah, that's a really cool story because I literally saw his journey from when he was begging to bowl every single ball in the net to international pros, and now he's one.
I think your video summing up his career was awesome. I'm not just saying that because I'm next to you, but like it went massively viral, 13, 14 million views on Instagram. And what's really cool is that you've been there since the start. A lot of people were posting about Shamar Joseph, celebrating it, but you've been following that journey from the very beginning, very humble beginnings to now, and hopefully he continues on and plays plenty of Test cricket for the West Indies.
In England, and hopefully he destroys England in a couple of months' time. They don't want that pace. Y'all don't want that pace.
Maybe you two have got a special eye for upcoming talent, because I remember there was 2 videos you posted back in the day on CD, Tawanda, schoolboy cricket, and Brevis.
Brevis.
Mate, I'm responsible for Brevis's career. No, there was, I can't remember his name, but there's an analyst on Twitter who posts like schoolboy clips from South Africa, and he posted one shot of Brevis over extra cover, and it did genuinely look like AB. And then I just went down his feed. I managed to find all of the clips of him batting across the whole season, put together a compilation, and of course tagged it as, is this the next AB de Villiers? And it went properly viral. And then next year, he got picked up by Mumbai Indians.
Do you remember when that was? What year?
It would have been 2017.
Yeah, that's wild.
Probably 2017, 2018.
He'd have been young.
And he followed us back, and he messages us quite a lot about content, and it's a shame we didn't get to collaborate with him during the SA20 recently, but hopefully next time. He's a serious talent, Brevis. I hope he develops some kind of consistency though, because it must be quite a strange world for him just playing franchise T20 cricket. I know he's played a bit of
game as well.
Yeah, he's played a bit of domestic cricket. But when you're part of such a massive franchise, it must be cool, and I'm sure you're paid well. But actually, the opportunities to play consistently, few and far between.
Imagine next year in the MLC, right? This is the internationals that he's competing with for a spot. Bolt, Rabada, Rashid Khan, Pollard, Puran, Romario Shepherd, and Norkia, and him. Like, can you imagine trying to be in that 5? Like,
I think that's one thing that I love T20 cricket, but I think we were so lucky to see AB de Villiers play. I think he played nearly 100 tests. He might have played more. But a talent like that pops up like Brevis and just plays T20 cricket. And I think it's a bit of a shame. Would have loved to have seen Brevis in Test cricket.
Okay, Q&A done. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, awesome. Massive thanks for all the questions. Hopefully we'll do another one in a few months. Thanks to Nikhil. Big up yourself for coming and recording loads of shows with us.
Thanks to you all for sending in the things. I want to know though in the comments, what is your favourite format of cricket?
Yeah.
Tell us. You need to know.
Definitely.
Cheers guys. Like and subscribe, Cricket District Network. And we'll see you next time on the Cricket District Show.